What's up, YouTube? Here's another quick video how to change the power steering reservoir for the power steering fluid on a BMW E46. This is what it looks like, right? This is the old one. Here's the part number. It's about $17 for the aftermarket range. The reason you change this is if you look inside, you have a filter in there and you can't change that by itself. You have to change the whole reservoir. So if you're having some issues with your power steering and it's making some noise, I would start with this before you go and change anything else, as long as you're not leaking. So with me, I wasn't having any leaks, so this is why I did it. All right, to start, as always, remove this intake so we can get more room. All right, 3 clips, pull the center up, remove it, squeeze here, comes out of the air box. That's the intake. The air box itself has these clips all the way around it, and then the 2 on the mass airflow sensor, and then it picks up and out. And then we have the bottom of the intake box. 2 screws right here. These are 13 millimeter or 10. And then that just picks up and out. And now you have the reservoir and you see the 2 lines. Get yourself a towel or something, or a rag, and cover the alternator because you're gonna spill. You don't want to spill any fluid on the alternator or your belt. So protect all that. There's a small 10 millimeter bolt right here. That's a clamp. And then these 2 13 millimeters hold the bracket. So remove the 10, then the 2 13s. Be careful not to crush this wire while you're doing that one. And then you'll see the OEM clamps. If you don't have worm gears from somebody else, you'll see these 2 clamps. And the way you get these clamps off, if you get a small flathead screwdriver, and you put it right here in the slot and you just turn it, it'll pop that off. So the way that works, it just kind of has a ridge, right? And then when you squeeze it, it comes over the ridge and lock it. So all you're doing is popping that ridge off and releasing that pressure. So obviously before you do that, you're gonna wanna drain it. This is how I drained it. Get yourself a bottle, a little bit of hose. This is off like fish tank hose, and then you just siphon it. So stick it in there, suck it through the hose until the hose is full, and then just push it in there, and make sure this end is lower than that end, and then it'll slowly siphon, and that's it. And then you can pop the 2 hoses off, get your new one, put them back on, and then the way you clamp this, you'll see the 2 halves right here. Just get some pliers and then push the 2 halves together, and then it will pretty much, if this is the top of the clamp and this is the base, you'll pull the 2 together and then it'll lock in place like that and it won't release. And that's it. Fill it up. This is what I'm using. All right, so Dextron 6. You can do 3 or 6. I just use the Valvoline and fill it all the way up to where it's full. Use your little dipstick on the cap and turn on the car. Go full lock between left and right to get any air bubbles out of the system. And then that should hopefully help fix your problem, or hopefully fixes mine. I'll see what happens. If not, then you might actually have to replace the pump if it's not something else. But anyways, hope this video helped. Again, just short, sweet, and to the point. If you have any questions, comment down below and I'll get to them as soon as I can. Thanks again, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next time.